In the ancient kingdom of Azalea, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, the people lived in harmony with nature. They believed in a higher power that guided their lives and provided for their needs. The kingdom was ruled by a just and fair king, who loved his people and did everything in his power to ensure their well-being. However, the kingdom was facing a severe drought that had lasted for years, and the people were struggling to survive. Crops were withering, and the rivers were drying up, leaving the people without enough food and water. The king, desperate to save his people, called upon the wisest men in the kingdom to find a solution to the drought. They searched far and wide, seeking answers from the ancient scriptures and consulting with the neighboring kingdoms. But no matter what they did, the drought seemed to worsen, and the people began to lose hope. In the midst of this desperation, a young girl named Sophia stood out as a beacon of inspiration. She spent her days praying and helping those in need, never losing faith that the kingdom would one day prosper again. As the people struggled to find food and water, Sophia's words of encouragement and her selfless actions inspired them to hold on to hope. The king, moved by Sophia's devotion, asked her to lead the people in a collective prayer for rain. And so, they all gathered at the city square, joining hands and voices in a plea to the higher power. The sky, which had been dry and gray for years, slowly began to darken, and a gentle rain started to fall, bringing life back to the parched earth. As the people rejoiced, Sophia smiled, knowing that their prayers had been answered. And then, just as suddenly as it had started, everything stopped, and Sophia found herself back in her own time, a college student, sitting in a history class, wondering if it had all been just a dream, but the words of the professor still echoing in her mind, the kingdom of Azalea never actually existed.